Hey everyone, welcome back to Monterey, California. Toby Fernie with Coldwell Banker Realty here. If you're looking to sell your home, stay tuned as I will be going over how you can determine what price to list your home for before you put it on the market. If you are new to this channel, it is all about real estate and living here in Monterey, California. Likes and subscriptions are always greatly appreciated. So you're looking to sell your home and now you need to make one of the most important decisions when it comes to selling your home in your desired timeline. What is the ideal price to list your home at? I'll be going over some different strategies and examples in this market of how sellers ended up selling their home based on what they listed their home for. Stay tuned to the end of the video as I will be going over one factor that many sellers do not even consider when it comes to what price they should list their home for. I've met many sellers who say, why not list my home for a very high price? Ask and you shall receive, right? If I don't list my home for a high price, then no one will offer that price. What if I accept an offer in the first weeks of being on the market? Does that mean that I undervalued my home? Not necessarily. Let's take a look at two recent examples that show the idea of listing your home for a high price versus listing it for a lower price. I'm going to be leaving the addresses out of these two examples, but here are two examples of home sales that happened in 2019 and 2020 here in Monterey, California. Example 1 had a home value between $670,000 and $680,000 based off of recent sales. The home was listed in July of 2019 for $760,000, or 113% of the market value. Between July 2019 and May 2020, there were 4 price reductions. The house ended up selling for $635,000, well under the market value and close to a year after first going onto the market. Example 2 was a home that had a market value of $650,000 to $660,000 based off of recent sales in the neighborhood. The sellers listed their home for $610,000, which was 94% of the market value. You're asking, why would anyone do that? Here's why. Example 2 had 10 offers in the first week of being on the market, and after a bidding war, sold for well over $700,000, which was significantly over the market value. Am I suggesting that you list your home for under the market value? No, not necessarily. You really need to know your market and know if your market is one that is going to dictate multiple offers in the first couple of weeks of coming on the market if you're listing it for under the market value. As you can see by this chart here, overlisting your home by even 5% will exclude 50% of eligible buyers from considering your home. Listing your home for 15% over the market value, like in example 1, will discourage 80% of buyers from considering your home. This also depends on your timeline as a seller, but the ideal move is to find the sweet spot that is in between below and above market value for your home. So how do you find that sweet spot of the ideal list price? You're going to want to do what is called a competitive market analysis. It can be very helpful to have a realtor support you in doing this to find the ideal price range to list your home for. You'll want a knowledgeable local realtor who has an in-depth knowledge of previous home sales within your neighborhood. Not someone who's just able to look at the data, but someone who has seen these homes in person and knows the difference between your home and other home sales that recently happened. The particular neighborhood, square footage, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, school district, and home updates are just a small list of some of the important factors that will impact your home's value. With this competitive market analysis, your realtor should be able to give you the ideal range to list your home for and also be able to tell you the amount of time it is going to take you to sell your home based on what price you start listing it at. At the start of the video, I mentioned there may be one factor that you are not considering when it comes to selling your home: the appraisal. With purchasing a home with a loan, you need to get what is called an appraisal, where an appraiser from the bank comes and gives their value of what they believe the home to be in today's market. If the bank doesn't value your home for what you're trying to sell your home at, this can create a problem if the person buying your home ends up needing to have a mortgage. The appraisal usually doesn't occur until you're weeks into the contract with the accepted offer. If the home appraises for under the agreed upon value and the buyers are unable to make up the difference to the bank, you may be forced to lower the price of your home at that time in order for the sale to complete. If you live in the Monterey area and you have any questions about the value of your home in today's market, or if you have any questions about living in Monterey in general, feel free to give me a call or send me an email at toby.fernie@gmail.com. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for future content all about real estate and living here in Monterey, California.